Multiple wildfires have forced the evacuation of 1,400 residents in Spain's Castile and Leon region. Authorities reported that a sudden shift in wind drove the flames into the towns of Caruseido and the UNESCO-listed Las Medulas site, triggering urgent evacuations in those parts of Leon province. In Zamora province, another wildfire prompted the evacuation of Una de Quintana, Viñuelas de la Carballeda and Cubo de Benavente, while additional blazes continued to burn in the northern regions of Navarra and Galicia.
Spain is burning. This isn't just a saying, it's really happening all over Spain. For many years, summer in southern Europe meant sunshine and fun trips. But now, something new and scary is happening. It's a story told in smoke and ash. Wildfires, which used to be far away and only happen sometimes in the woods, are now a big problem for the whole country. They are happening more often, are much stronger, and you can't guess where they'll go next. The fires aren't just far away anymore, they are right at the edge of the nation's main city. The very heart of Spain is in danger. This year it's worse than ever before. Madrid, a busy city with over 3 million people, is known for its lively streets, big squares, and clear blue skies. But this summer, that clear sky is gone. It's been replaced by a constant, scary haze. They are burning in the Sierra de Guadarrama, the mountains that make a beautiful natural background for the capital. The fires are no longer just a news story from another area. They are something every person in Madrid can directly see, smell, and feel. People wake up to find a thin layer of ash on their balconies and cars. Health warnings pop up on phones telling older people and those with breathing problems to stay inside. Just breathing has become something you have to think about, and sometimes it's hard. The biggest reason is climate change. Scientists have been warning for decades that the Mediterranean area is a climate change hotspot. Average temperatures have been going up steadily, leading to longer, hotter, and drier summers. The land is dried out. The plants are crispy. The whole natural system has become dangerously easy to burn, creating the perfect conditions for huge fires to start and spread incredibly fast. A cigarette thrown away carelessly, a barbecue left alone, or sparks from farm machines can cause terrible problems in these very dry conditions. In some cases, the reason is more disturbing, with people intentionally starting fires for reasons that are often hard to understand. When the flames finally die down, they leave behind a scene of complete emptiness. What was once a lively green forest becomes a quiet, black and gray world. The burned remains of old cork oaks and pine trees stand like gravestones against the sky. The rich, diverse plants and animals, home to countless types of plants, bugs, and small creatures, are turned into a layer of dead ash. For every animal that manages to run away from the coming flames, countless others die. Nests full of baby birds are burned up. When the autumn rains come, there's no plants to hold the soil in place. This dirty water pollutes water sources, killing fish and other water animals, and making drinking water unsafe for towns downstream. This is the natural scar that the fires leave behind. Take Elena, a 68-year-old retired woman from a small village in the hills near Madrid. For 40 years, this was her sanctuary. I saw the smoke from my kitchen window, she says, her voice still shaky. At first, it was just a small puff. I thought nothing of it. But the wind was fierce that day. Within an hour, the sky was black. The air grew thick with the smell of burning pine. The police came, shouting for everyone to leave right away. There was no time to think. I grabbed my cat and my husband's old photos. That's it. Everything else? The house my father built with his own hands, my garden, it's all gone. A lifetime of memories turned to ash. Then there is Javier, a volunteer firefighter, who is also a farmer. For him, this fight is deeply personal. Protecting land his family has worked for generations. He has been fighting the fires for weeks, often protecting the lands of his own neighbors. You fight for 18 hours straight, he says, his face covered in soot and tiredness. The heat is immense, the smoke chokes you. You push through for your community. You think you have it stopped, and then the wind changes. In an instant, all your work is undone. It's a relentless, heartbreaking battle. We talked with a family staying in a temporary shelter set up in a town sports hall. The air is filled with the quiet hum of shared anxiety and loss. Here we met Maria and her two young children. They sat on beds, surrounded by the few things they could save in two small bags. Her son clutches a favorite toy, mostly unaware of what they've lost. "How do you explain this to a 7-year-old?" she asks, her voice barely a whisper. "He keeps asking when we can go home. I tell him we're on an adventure, but I don't know what our future holds. We have nothing to go back to." Think about the olive growers. Generations have taken care of the same olive trees. A fire can wipe out hundreds of years of work in just one afternoon. The trees that survive are often too damaged to produce fruit for years. Beekeepers lose their beehives and the wildflowers their bees need. Farmers who raise animals lose their grazing fields and have to buy expensive food or sell off their animals for less money. I mean, who wants to hike through a burned wasteland or stay in a guest house with a view of charred hillsides? We met with Carlos, a cattle rancher whose family has worked the same land for over 200 years. "The fire came so fast," he told us, his eyes fixed on the now empty hills. "We managed to get the cattle out, but the pasture is gone, all of it. It's just black dust. Now what?" Against this huge fire, a massive and organized effort is happening. At the front of this fight are the nation's firefighters, both professional teams and volunteer groups. These men and women are the heroes of this crisis, working in very hard and dangerous conditions. They're on the front lines for days at a time, dealing with intense heat, choking smoke, and the constant danger of changing winds. Helping the ground crews is a strong air fleet. Bright yellow and red Canadair planes swoop down to scoop water from lakes, flying dangerously low to drop their precious load directly onto the flames. The military emergency unit of Spain plays a very important role. These highly trained soldiers bring heavy machines, logistical help, and disciplined manpower to the fight. Command centers are open all the time, using satellite pictures and weather forecasts to guess how the fire will behave and send help where it's needed most. As the danger crept closer, painting the sky an ominous orange, the city of Madrid and its communities sprang into action. The response was not one of panic, but of organized, determined mobilization against the encroaching threat. City governments immediately activated emergency plans, rapidly converting local sports centers, schools, and community halls into temporary shelters. Staff and officials worked tirelessly to set up cots and registration desks for the thousands of people forced to evacuate their homes in the surrounding towns. The official efforts were bolstered by an incredible wave of citizen support. Volunteers appeared almost instantly, sorting donations of food, water, and clothing to ensure evacuees had access to essential comforts. Madrid's fire department dispatched its own crews and specialized equipment to reinforce the firefighting efforts, bringing fresh manpower and vital resources to the front lines. Police and civil protection units were crucial in maintaining order, managing road closures to create safe corridors and guiding residents through the stressful evacuation process. Health services were put on high alert. Hospitals prepared for patients suffering from smoke inhalation, while mobile medical units were deployed to evacuation centers to provide immediate care. The crisis served as a stark test of the city's well-organized emergency system. The coordination between agencies was a testament to years of planning, proving its resilience. Beyond the official response, a powerful wave of citizen-led initiatives emerged online. Social media groups buzzed with activity, connecting those in need with those who could help. People offered spare rooms in their city apartments, transportation for pets, and even childcare for families in distress. Local restaurants also played their part, preparing and delivering hot meals, providing nourishment and comfort to evacuees and exhausted first responders alike. This collective action fostered a powerful sense of unity. The crisis erased the line between city and countryside, creating a shared understanding that this was a common struggle. It was a profound display of solidarity, showing everyone had a part to play. The fires in Spain are more than just a national tragedy. They are a stark, unambiguous global warning. Each plume of smoke, each hectare of charred earth, is a distress signal from a planet pushed to its limits. They are a cry from a planet in trouble. The acrid smoke that choked Madrid was a tangible message, delivered on the wind from the front lines of our changing climate. For too long, we've spoken of climate change as a distant threat, but this smoke confirms a harsh reality. The bad effects of climate change are no longer a faraway prediction. They are here, now. We stand at a critical crossroads and we have a very important choice to make. We can keep going down a path of inaction that leads to more frequent and more terrible fires, a world of ecological collapse and escalating crises. Or we can choose a different future, a future of responsibility, planning ahead, and working together. This must start with a serious worldwide promise to fix the main problem, climate change. This means honoring international agreements and quickly moving away from fossil fuels. It requires a massive, sustained investment in clean energy, putting money into the solar and wind power that can secure a safer tomorrow. In Spain, at the country and local level, it means rethinking how land is managed. This involves creating strategic fire breaks, reintroducing traditional grazing practices, and promoting resilient biodiverse ecosystems over flammable monocultures. It also means addressing rural depopulation, which leaves forests vulnerable. Right now, we must help those whose lives have been ruined. But out of the ashes of this problem, there is a chance for new beginnings. The scorched hillsides can be replanted, not just with trees, but with hope. The sad stories of loss can become a reason for change, inspiring a new generation to take care of the environment. The choice is ours. We can listen to the planet's plea, written in fire across the sky, or we can wait for the next, even bigger fire. The time to act is now. Let this be the last summer that Spain burns.